Okay, boys and girls, what we got going on today is we're going to be making some wings. Now, we're going to be doing it a little differently than most people do it. We're not going to be deep frying. We're actually going to be doing a combination of steaming and baking. What that does is that, cuts down on the greasiness of the wings. It makes a nice, crisp outer coating. Now, for this, you're going to need some wings. I've got a bunch here that I have to actually deal with because they still got the ends on them and stuff, like that. You're going to need probably about 2 tablespoons of butter, some salsa of your choosing. You can use a hot sauce if you want, but I like to use a nice salsa because I like to give it that little extra twang. Really though, there's not much of a difference between a hot sauce and a salsa except for how much it's blended. You're also going to need a steamer. Now, I'm using an Asian steamer. Chinese, I think. Yeah, Chinese. Basically, it comes in different layers, so you can actually steam more things. If you have a big steamer or like an electronic steamer or anything like that, that's just as good. But this is the best way I find to do a lot of wings at once. If you have like just a little basket steamer, you can only do so many. But with this, you can do twice as many. The chicken itself, the wings, you see how, you don't want that. This is not what you want. You want to actually take this and get in there and just cut that end off. And you want to separate this part from that part. You can feel right there. Oh, I have to go that way. There we go. This will make the little drumsticks, and this will be the little wings. Okay. Now these little pieces you can actually freeze and make stock with later. Just basically anytime you have any spare chicken floating around, just, pop it in the freezer for later. Yeah, we're going to fast forward this because you don't want to watch me cut up all that chicken. I'll do one more just to show you. You want to cut off the end there. And then separate the 2 pieces. Like so. Okay, now we're going to fast forward a bit, and we're going to show you what it looks like once we get it all steamed. Okay, now these have been steaming for about 10 minutes. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to put them on a baking sheet with some cooling racks on it. Okay, so we just take them out like this. Now you'll notice that a lot of the fat has come off the wings, which is good because if you left that fat on, your oven would be smoking like a chimney. And you don't want that. Now, I had the oven preheated to 425, and we're going to bake them in the oven for about 20 minutes. And from there, what we're going to do is we are going to flip them so that they're nice and crispy on all sides. Okay, so you don't want to see me do all that. I guess you want to fast forward, so we'll just use the magic of the computer and we'll fast forward to that part. See you then. Okay, and this is what they're like when they're baked. As you can see, they're not greasy and they're beautifully crispy and still quite delicious and meaty. Okay, now what we do is we take the butter and we put it in the bowl after we melted it. I popped it in the microwave for about a minute. Then we take about 1/4 cup of salsa, maybe about half, depends on how much you like salsa. Okay, put that in there like that. Just mix that up a little bit. This is actually going to change the consistency of the salsa, make it a little thicker, make it nice and coaty. Okay, so from there we just take some of the wings. We just sort of toss them around. Possible. Okay. Toss that into the salsa. until everything is coated. Now, these will actually stay crisp for a while with the salsa on it, so actually you don't have to worry about, like, if you had a breaded wing, how they get soggy and gross and gummy. Doesn't happen with these. These are way, way better. Okay, so we just take them and turn them out into our bowl, and there we have it. Delicious. Now you can use any amount of hotness you want. You want hot, mild, medium, super crazy hot. These ones are just put aside because I have a request for another type of sauce or somebody else that we're not allowed to have. So, okay. So, there we go. Some nice salsa chicken wings. Man, my tongue just sort of fell out of my mouth. As always, bon appetit.